Hook. The papers in my hands tremble, not from rage, but from a sorrow so profound it steals my breath. In my kitchen, I grip the documents for the house my son Jamal bought with my life savings. $20,000, scraped from decades of sacrifice. I sold my mother's jewelry, skipped small joys, and mortgaged my security, envisioning a home filled with my grandchildren's laughter. But through the ajar bedroom door, Jamal's voice, brimming with excitement, shatters my heart. Baby, it's ours. Miss Cynthia will love her garden view room. Miss Cynthia. His mother-in-law, not me. My chest tightens as he continues. Mama's fine in her apartment. She's tough to live with. This keeps things peaceful for us, the kids, and your mom. A real family. A real family, words that pierce like ice. I'm excluded, my sacrifices reduced to a burden. 6 months ago at this table Jamal promised, "You'll always have a place with us, Mama." Lies. Now, as rain streaks the window like unshed tears, I hear their plan to nudge me into a more affordable apartment. My love, my savings, dismissed as an inconvenience. Yet a cold resolve sparks within me. I won't weep or plead. For the first time in years I feel control stirring. These hands which gave so much will now hold firm. I fold the papers, tuck them into the drawer, and decide it's time to act. No more being the Bank of Dolores. No more silent suffering. I've given my son everything, my money, my heart, but today I choose to reclaim my life, my dignity, and my future, starting with the truth I've ignored for too long. Story. The kitchen is hushed, save for the soft patter of rain against the window. I sit at the table, the house documents heavy in my trembling hands, their weight far beyond mere paper. My son Jamal's voice drifts through the cracked bedroom door, each word a jagged wound. Yeah, baby, it's done. The house is ours. Miss Cynthia will love her room with the garden view. Miss Cynthia, Kesha's mother, not me. My $20,000, my life savings, bought that house, yet I'm erased from their real family. At 69, my hands, rough from decades as a secretary, clutch the papers tighter. I sold my mother's jewelry, skipped vacations, and used the same purse for 10 years to save that money. 6 months ago, Jamal sat at this table, his puppy dog eyes pleading. Mama, it's the perfect house, 3 bedrooms, a yard for the kids. I need $20,000 for the down payment. I'll pay you back in 2 years. You'll always have a place with us. I believed him, scribbling his promise in my journal, dreaming of family dinners, holiday warmth, and my grandchildren's laughter. Now his words mock me. Mama's fine in her apartment. She's hard to live with. This way it's peaceful for us, the kids, and your mom. Kesha's voice, sharp and practical, slices through. We need to tell her soon, baby. Maybe suggest a smaller apartment, something affordable. Affordable. As if my needs don't include my family's love. I rise silently, my slippers scuffing the linoleum, and step to the window. The rain mirrors tears I refuse to shed. Over 5 years I've given Jamal $48,300, $2,000 for a used car, $800 for a transmission, $10,000 for school supplies, $700 for Kesha's dentist, $3,000 for credit card debt, and countless smaller sums. All for Sunday visits where I'm a shadow, tolerated but unseen, a guest in their bustling lives. Jamal's footsteps approach. I sit quickly, pretending to study the electric bill. Hey mama, how you doing? His voice is warm, oblivious to the betrayal I overheard. I'm good, son. Papers set. He nods, his smile bright. All in order. We'll move in soon, start a new chapter. A chapter without me. That's good, son. I say, my voice steady despite the ache in my chest. I'm happy for you. He kisses my forehead, a gesture now tainted like a Judas kiss, and leaves. Alone, I fold the papers and place them in the kitchen drawer alongside bills, prescriptions, and what feels like my lost dignity. But a cold, clear resolve settles within me. I won't cry. I'll act. Sleep eludes me that night. At 5 a.m. I brew coffee, its bitter aroma grounding me, and open my notebook. I list every dollar I've given Jamal: $2,000, $800, $10,000, $700, $3,000, $500 here, $300 there. $48, 305 years. My sacrifices scraped from a life of thrift, buying clothes on sale, packing lunches, denying myself small joys, for a son who plans to sideline me. I retrieve my shoebox of documents from the closet: birth certificates, my will, bank statements, My grandmother's jewelry tucked in a safety deposit box. 3 years ago at 66 I named Jamal my sole heir. My apartment, savings, life insurance, everything. How naive I was, believing love guaranteed loyalty. My phone rings. It's Jamal. Mama, we need $3,000 for the move, movers, furniture, paint. More money. Jamal, when do I see the house? Silence stretches. It's still being fixed up. We'll take you when it's ready. And when do I move in? A longer pause. Mama, we think you should stay in your apartment for now. The kids are nervous. Kesha's stressed with her new job. A job paying $2,000 a month, yet they need my $3,000 from my $700 pension. I'll think about it, I say, hanging up over his protests. I call the bank. I want to remove my son as a beneficiary and cancel his debit card. Miss Anderson, the representative, is kind, her voice calm. Personal changes in my family situation. I explain. She processes the request and offers contacts for estate lawyers. Control seeps back into my bones. On my old computer, I check my savings. $2,300 left after the $20,000. Too close to destitution. I turn off my phone, craving silence to plan my next steps. For 3 days, Jamal and Kesha bombard me with calls and texts. 27 missed calls, 15 messages. Mama, I'm worried. Dolores, Jamal's nervous. Grandma, Dad says you're sick. The worst comes from Jamal. Mama, if this is about the house, we can talk. Maybe you can have your space, but help with the move first. My place in their lives, an afterthought to secure more funds. I dress carefully, slacks, a crisp blouse, a touch of makeup, and head out. At the bank, I open a new savings account, transferring $10,000, with statements sent to a P.O. box. A wise choice, Miss Anderson says, suggesting a certificate of deposit for better interest. I leave lighter, my money shielded from Jamal's reach. At noon, I meet attorney Michael Carter in his tidy office. I recount the $48,300, the house, their plan to exclude me. Your case isn't uncommon, he says, his tone sympathetic but professional. I want my will revised. Half for Jamal, half for charities supporting older women in vulnerable situations. He suggests conditions for Jamal's inheritance. Regular visits, medical care, inclusion in family decisions. The idea stings, love reduced to legal terms, but I nod. I'll draft changes for next week, he says, handing me a list of reputable charities to consider. I lean against the door, exhausted but alive, my heart pounding with a newfound strength. I've given and forgiven for too long, excusing their neglect as busyness, their demands as family duty. Forgiveness doesn't erase consequences. Trust requires actions, not empty promises. I don't know if Jamal will change, if he'll go a year without asking for money, or if we'll ever rebuild a real relationship. But I know I'm no longer afraid of solitude. I'm no longer afraid to say no. I'm no longer afraid to demand respect. I pick up my phone and dial Leonida, my friend of 20 years, whose laughter has always been a bomb. Hey girl, how was your day? Interesting. Jamal came by. How was it? Different. Maybe there's hope, but I'm not holding my breath. Plans for this afternoon? The park. Reading under that big oak I love. Want to join me? I'd love to. I gather my book and a light jacket, pausing at the hallway mirror. I see a 69-year-old woman, her face lined with years of sacrifice, but her eyes bright with resolve. I've learned, perhaps too late, that my worth isn't measured by what I give others. For the first time in years, I smile, a real unguarded smile. As I step out into the afternoon sun, the world feels open, full of possibilities I'm ready to claim for myself.